As you start growing with your YouTube channel, it might be time to start looking at upgrading your equipment to actually make better use or produce better quality videos. And as you're probably well aware, last year I actually bought myself a ring light to actually control the lighting for my videos so I can actually produce better quality videos for you. It still takes a bit of time to kind of set up and actually kind of tweak the actual lighting. I tend to like have a bit of a wider light. But today's video, I'm going to actually go through and go on and talk to you about some microphone setups and some different products. So I'll let you guys know this is just my personal review, and I'll actually leave the links to them down below of all the pieces in the description below so you can actually pick them up for yourself if you're actually interested, and we'll dive into it now as well. Now I personally use the Rode VideoMic Go, which sits on top of my DSLR camera by Canon, and it produces or records my videos and audio quite well without too much kind of interference and quite clearly. But recently I was able to get my hands on one of the wireless lapel microphones, which is the Rode Wireless Go 2. So same brand kind of thing. Try to get it. There you go. You can see there. And I'm going to kind of compare it with the actual microphone which I'm currently using. I didn't get to do an unboxing for you because I was already opened it and kind of fiddled around with it to try kind of test it for some other things, or rather I actually also used it for some video recording he does. But it's actually a great tool that you can actually use for recording sound on your iPhone devices as well, or Samsung as well, depending on which one you have, or even on your DSLR camera. And especially if you're outside in the air, open, and you have to kind of be a bit of a distance away from the actual camera itself and the microphone. Whereas this device is actually wireless, so you can actually wear the microphone on yourself while the receiver is a little distance away. I think it's got a range of up to 200 meters, which makes it great for being outdoors. You can kind of walk around with it and you're not kind of limited to your range with recording the sound and quality and things like that. So quickly go through what it actually comes with. So you get the receiver, which is here. I'll see if I can probably can't see it too clearly. You get the transmitter where the actual microphone is. It's actually got a kind of built-in microphone as itself as well, so you don't actually necessarily have to use it as a buy an extra mic itself. You can actually just use it as a mic. It comes with two for windshields, an attachment to kind of plug into your DSLR camera, a USB-C cable, and a couple of carry pouches. So that's what it comes with just on its own. But if you want the actual lapel mic itself, you have to buy that separately. That's the Lavalier Go professional wireless microphone, which I'm also going to be using today as well to test out for you, give you guys a bit of a review so you can see if it's worth getting or if it's not. And if you do, like I said, have an Android or an Apple device which you actually want to plug into to do your recordings, you will need to actually buy separate cables for that. So you actually got the SC16 and the SC15 cables, which allow for the iPhone and Android attachments. So like I said, right now I'm currently using my VideoMic Go. So I'll go through the setup of the actual receiver and transmitter of the actual Rode wireless device, and then I'll actually switch over and actually use them for you. And I'll give you a bit of a personal review at the end after I actually review the videos separately to kind of see what the sound quality would be like, so I can actually respond to you guys. You probably get to hear the difference of it as well as I'm recording. So let's jump into it. So it's pretty easy to set up. So I'm going to actually set up the actual receiving or the transmitter of the actual microphone first. So you just kind of, I'll use it first with its built-in microphone. So you can kind of just put the fur windshield on, it kind of just clips in and kind of turns. That's that. This, which will actually plug into the camera itself in a moment, you just kind of plug in the cord. That just plugs into the camera where actually the current microphone is actually plugged in. And all you have to do after that is just turn it on. So you hold the button for 3 seconds, turns on, turn the receiver on first. Then you do the same thing with the actual transmitter of the actual microphone. So hold that for 3 seconds and turns on. So I'll actually go over now to actually use this, and you can actually see for yourself how it actually sounds and what kind of difference it actually makes. Awesome, so now that I've actually set them up, they're actually plugged in, I'm actually now using the actual mic itself. It's actually sitting on my t-shirt right here, just on my collar. I've actually forgot to mention as well, they've actually got little clips on them, so The receiver actually has a clip which can actually slide into the microphone slot on top of the camera, also on your ring light if that's where you want to set it up. And the microphone actually has a clip as well, which you actually use to kind of clip on yourself. So this is how the actual sound quality is with the actual built-in mic on the transmitter being received from the receiver. Now the receiver actually also has decibel control, so you can actually alter that. I typically don't tend to try and touch that too much because I don't get too technical with all the whole setup. I usually kind of leave it on the actual factory standard. It tends to be pretty well right from there. And that's it. So I'm now actually going to switch over to the lapel mic so you can actually have a listen of that one, so you can actually see the difference of quality of sound, so you can actually make the decision for yourself which way you want to go about if you were actually kind of get this product for yourself. So let's jump over to that one now. So this is now the lapel mic kind of configured and actually set up on my t-shirt. Same thing again. It's got a little clip on it so you can't really see it too well. I'm wearing black, so I'll kind of bring it in closer there so you can see it there. Probably not the best color option to wear during this video, but hey, it is what it is. So yeah, so this is the sound quality coming off the actual lapel mic, which is like I said, a separate mic to the actual one, built-in one. So it might have slightly different sound quality. I'll actually have a playback in a moment to actually see what it's like, and I'll switch back to my original Rode VideoMic Go. As well as that, just wanted to mention, so you got a little kind of port jack in the top of this one, which you actually plug into it. These do come with a 7-hour battery life, so you can use them for a reasonable amount of time, and you just kind of plug them into the computer to actually recharge. So it's actually pretty easy to recharge and use. So I'm actually finding it quite simple to use. It's not too bad at all. You can't really feel the weight. It feels pretty comfortable. Even what I've seen people do is, sorry about this guys, use it as a little mic, so you can actually just kind of hold it up. You've probably seen lots of people do this on the streets where they're kind of holding it and going, hey, how you going? So you can actually use it. It's quite versatile, really easy, simple to use. So yeah, so I'll actually switch back in a moment, actually have a bit of a playback and listen to how it's all turned out, and you actually, like I said, make a different, or hopefully you might hear a difference, and you can make your judgment on yourself about which way you want to go. So after listening to the playback, the quality coming off the actual wireless mic is actually pretty good. I actually really enjoyed it. It actually sounded quite clear and crisp. Even just the one with the built-in mic itself, I could actually hear myself quite clearly. It actually felt quite good. The lapel mic I actually felt had better audio response when I actually was holding it up close. I felt like it was a better, clearer audio quality. Unfortunately, though, I probably wouldn't actually use it like that because of the style of videos I actually produce. I don't actually kind of hold it up here. I could, but not my kind of style of video. So all depends on how you want to use it. Now, I will let you know though, there is a reasonable difference in price for all three setups. So the VideoMic Go, which I've got on top of my camera right now, that's roughly sits at between $80 to $100, depending where you are in the world and like exchange rates and things like that. The actual wireless Go itself, without the actual lapel mic, was about $180, and the lapel mic itself on its own was another $60. And obviously the extension cords or the actual cables for the phone and adapters and things like that, that's actually a bit more, another couple of dollars as well. I think about $20 each additional piece. So I'll leave the links to all those down below so you can actually have a look into that as well. Yeah, like I said, it's actually pretty good. I might actually start using it a bit more regularly from here moving forward. I really felt like the sound quality was quite good, and it'll actually improve the quality of my videos for you guys as well. So hope that's been informational for you guys, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Cheers.